Welcome to the channel, Unorthodox Tarot. So this reading is going to be for the zodiac sign Sagittarius, sun, moon, and ascendant, heavy on the sun sign. And especially if you are Aries rising, Leo rising, or Sagittarius rising, this could possibly be for you. I picked up on a lot of heavy fire and air in this reading. But starting off here, Sagittarius, I got heavy F you, pay me energy. If this is involving a money situation, which we have a lot of coins here, but we also have a lot of knives and betrayal and just bounty hunter energy and tempted. So if you're dealing with a situation that's surrounding money, with this two of coins here in wave and contract, I feel like it could be around a home situation. Maybe there's repairs in a home that needs to be done that haven't been done. Maybe there's not enough money coming in to sustain the home. But there's a lot of frustration around money, and I feel like this is a Sagittarius who cuts deep with their words. This is somebody with the Son of Knives. They have clarity. Like, I feel like you're going into whatever the situation you're going into financially that's burdening you, you have clarity about. This could also be a Sagittarius out there who could possibly be taking somebody to court. Somebody could be taking you to court, but you definitely have big house. You definitely have an institution next to Dr. Buzzard. And balance. So, this could be a money situation with this Five of Coins coming out after. This could be a money situation. This could be somebody you could possibly be taking to court. This could also be a family member who you could be taking to court. Maybe there's somebody you're helping that, is not reciprocating. Maybe this is somebody who's using you financially, but there's definitely burden here. You have the Father of Knives, you have the Daughter of Coins, and you also have survival and tired. So maybe this is somebody you're constantly tired of carrying, but whatever it is, you definitely have mental clarity about. This is definitely giving a lot of words cut deep. I feel like this could also be a street situation. If this is a man and you're in the streets or whatever, this could also be a situation where somebody who could have stole some money from you, somebody could have stole your pack, if you know what I mean. This could be this is definitely not a give and take, because somebody feels tempted, neglected, drowning, and somebody feels like they're being used as a sacrifice. This could also be somebody who could be telling lies. I see courtroom here twice. So this could be somebody who could be caught up in a legal situation where maybe they're being exposed or, told on for whatever reason. But I'm sensing a lot of words cut deep. So if this is a situation like a love situation, I feel like it could be an ongoing situation of verbal abuse, maybe even mental abuse, physical. I see with this energy here, you have bounty hunter, you have reunion, and you have time, and you also have manipulation. So it's just like, this could be somebody, if you're in a relationship with, this could be somebody who could possibly not be pulling their weight financially, or this could be a situation where you could be taking them to court. Maybe you're suing them, or, trying to get some compensation for something that hurt you, that cut deep. But I feel like whatever Sag this is definitely a very strong Sag. You're not taking no shit from nobody. Even though you could be in a hard situation, maybe with family, a love tie, or financially, I feel like you'll get through it. If you have any rivalry situation like with a sibling, I feel like that could possibly be heavy here. You could have possibly had someone in the family who could have passed away, left an inheritance. There could be issues over money in the family. Maybe there's talk about who's getting what, who's not getting enough of this. Or like I said, you could just be carrying somebody. Maybe you're carrying a parent in this situation. But somebody has a lot of clarity. Somebody isn't dumb. They see things for exactly what it is. But I'm definitely I want my get back. There's a Sag out there that feel like, fuck this. I want my get back. Like, you slighted me way too many times. And I feel like with this reunion and this TikTok here, deadline running out of time, I just feel like this could be somebody who you have a situation where it's like, y'all gonna always come back together, but you're fed up, and like I said, it could be tied to money. Money could be tied to family, but you're definitely drowning, you're feeling neglected, and a bounty hunter, came out twice. So chase, hot pursuit. So this could be somebody you want your get back for. If there's somebody who's caught up in a legal situation, you definitely could be getting sued, or you could be suing somebody else, or you could just be drowning in finances. I'm just getting a lot of, instability here. Like, it's an unstable situation. It's revolving people that you care about, people that you want to be there for. But like I say, you have with this self-love, it's like, it's saying, you have to put you first, like, I'm sorry, I gotta put me first. So it's like, but it's got you fucked up though. I just feel like it got you feeling some kind of way. It's like you're not walking away from this easy. I feel a lot of harsh communication, like somebody got somebody effed up, and I believe it's you, Sagittarius. But if this is a soul tie, like, a love connection. I feel like this is something you definitely want balance with, you want to get out of. This could be abusive situation. Maybe you a Sag out here that's kicking somebody's ass, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe this is somebody who just isn't pulling their weight financially, but this is somebody I feel like you deeply care about, but there has been a lot of back and forth. It could have been something dealing with social media. You also have interference, you have big screen, and you have keys here. So, maybe this could be a situation where this is an ongoing family thing with online, or maybe this is with a female. I'm getting very feminine energy here too. But there's definitely some back and forth and disagreements concerning money, concerning, how a person get money, receive money. But I feel like it'll work itself out. But, somebody just wants what's theirs. Like I said, whether this is you taking somebody to court or you just want compensation, but it's in a way where it's like, look, you ain't got no time left. And I'm getting very impatient. I can be patient, but like I said, this is a lot of fire here, and I believe this is a Sag who just in this point in time, you trying to get people the benefit of the doubt, but it's just like, you gonna go off, or this, like I said, this could be a situation where you already done probably went off on somebody. Maybe you are facing legal problems. Maybe you are facing time. Maybe you got to go back to court, because you had to get at a person who thought they was going to play you. So, or, maybe this is revenge. Somebody wants revenge over something that they felt was lost. Somebody took a loss in a situation, but, with the 9 of coins here, not 9 of coins, 9 of knives, I feel like there is a lot of mental clarity that you have concerning the situation. You know what it is, and I feel like you are 2-3 steps ahead. This is definitely not a person who has dumb, naive energy, but it's just given that. It's just given, like I say, a lot of these readings have been given family issues, toxic energy, money problems, soul tie, communication. It's been stressful. Everybody has been dealing with stress in their relationship, overcompensation, not enough reciprocation, so honestly, that's just what is given in this reading, but you're going to get through whatever this is, because I definitely don't see nobody who's laying down, accepting whatever this is that's going on. Somebody gonna get hurt. You're gonna be the one that's gonna be doing the hurting, Sagittarius. You're gonna be putting a hit out on somebody. This gives definite hit. Like, I'm gonna put a hit on you, hit out. Ooh, I can't even talk. God, Lord. This definitely gives the energy of, I'm gonna put a hit out on you, and I'm gonna make you feel where I'm coming from, and what this shit you think you got going on, or we gonna have going on with each other, it's not about to fly. And look, somebody is at somebody's head, and I believe it's you, Sagittarius, and I believe it's over a money situation, or just something you feel slighted in financially, like, you want your just due, you want to be compensated for what's yours, and it's just as simple as that. But if it's not that, it's definitely harsh communication. There's a lot of cutoff energy here. A lot of people seeing things. A lot of Sagittarius out here who are seeing things for exactly what it is. And they're cutting the snake off the head. They're cutting the cord completely with people. But that's what I see. That's what I get. So this right here is giving a lot of Saturn in the 2nd house energy. I would say 8th house and 10th house. So if you have that placement, this is giving that very heavy. Also Jupiter in the 12th house. If it's negatively aspected, you have Mars in the 7th house, Pluto in the 10th house. And it's also giving a heavy Pluto in the 2nd house with this money and struggle, or this, I need compensation, or I need what's mine, or I'm not getting it in time like I should. It's giving a lot of Pluto in the 2nd house, heavy Capricorn moon energy, Saturn in the 2nd house. And, it's giving a lot of slighted energy, and very much Saturn square Jupiter. And that just has a lot to do with expansion being blocked by consequences or pressure. So it's like that energy of every time I get ahead, something goes wrong, and that's what it's kind of giving too. It's like every time I make 2-3 steps forward, I get 2-3 steps back, or, a person think they can keep doing this BS to me when I think that we're coming together and, building and expanding. So it's just kind of giving that energy too. And just slighted and crossed, and I understand. Look, my Jupiter's in the 12th house, so I got all types of secret enemies that come my way, But I also have Cancer there, so it builds that awareness and discernment that I need to see these people before they even can cut me, So it's just like, yeah, it's giving a lot of slighted energy. And also Lilith in Scorpio and in Capricorn is definitely giving that too. And 8th house stellium. So if you got more than 3 planets in a house, it's giving that as well. So that's what I got for you, Sag. If this resonates, give me a like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.